How do you know when bulk fermentation is over and it's time to shape? In this video, I'm going to show you a couple things to look for to let you know whenever your dough is ready to be divided. During bulk fermentation, I coil fold my dough every 30 minutes. I like to mark it on the container so I can keep track. Each fold is 30 minutes apart. Right off the bat, you can tell that this dough is very jiggly and that it has doubled in size. You can also see that it's holding its shape a little bit and it's rounded at the top. You can also see bubbles on top of the skin. That's a good sign that bulk fermentation is coming to an end. Next, we're going to check and do the famous window pane test. You take a little bit of dough and try and stretch it as thin as you can, and if you can see through it and it still holds its shape, you know that bulk fermentation is ready to be done. Bulk fermentation is one of the trickier steps in making sourdough because you don't want it to go too long where your dough overproofs and it's wet and difficult to shape, but you also need it to go long enough where it does hold its shape. Typically, this process takes about 3.5 to 5 hours depending on how warm the environment is. One thing to keep in mind is that your dough is still rising while it's in the refrigerator, so even though you think your dough might have a little bit more time to go until it's fully risen, that's okay because it's going to rise the rest of the way in the fridge. After about 8 hours, then it is ready to bake.